Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And my fast cooking system has 4 attributes, and the word fast is the acronym of these 4 attributes, and it stands for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. And today's video is a good demonstration of template-based cooking. By using a basic template, you can cook many different types of dishes by making simple substitutions. Since the method is exactly the same, so you know the outcome is quite certain that it most likely will turn out to be great. We have a lot of wild turkeys in this area, and a lot of people would like to hunt them. And one of my friend Brett, he is a turkey hunter, and recently he went turkey hunting. And he shot this amazing turkey, and it looks just fantastic. He gave me some of it, and I said I would like to try it. And he's going to smoke his, but I said, well, I'm going to stir fry it to see what it tastes like, because I never tasted wild turkey before. In fact, I actually never have stir fried turkey before either, because normally it is not easy in a grocery store to buy turkey breast unless it is around Thanksgiving time. So I took the piece of the turkey breast that he gave me and I sliced it into thin pieces. Now he actually has marinated this turkey breast with some Italian seasoning. So it already has a light seasoning on it, and I think it would turn out good. And the next thing I do is that I coat it with cornstarch like I normally do with chicken, and I also add a little bit of my basic seasoning mix. Again, the basic seasoning mix is intended to enhance the natural flavor of the ingredients. I have it available on Amazon. You can give it a try if you would like. It goes really well with poultry. In this video, I describe all the ingredients that is in this basic seasoning mix. You can gather these ingredients and put it in a masala dabba and experiment with them and find the mix that you preferred. I'm going to cook this dish in 2 different steps. This will allow me to better control of the texture of the ingredients. In this case, the first thing I do is that I shallow fry the turkey. Now this is a very simple template which I use for shallow fried chicken as well as other food ingredients such as shrimp. Because by coating the turkey with a light layer of cornstarch, it will give it a slight crispy texture. And the cornstarch also will protect the meat of the turkey and to keep the inside of the turkey moist and tender. This is an excellent way to cook chicken or turkey as well as shrimp. As you can see here, it cooks very rapidly because I have cut the turkey into very thin slices. And the basic seasoning on the surface of the turkey will be brown in the wok as well as the cornstarch as well. Usually in about 30 to 40 seconds, you fry the turkey on one side and then you turn it around to fry the other side. And it usually takes only about a couple minutes to cook the turkey. And this is much faster than if you cook it other ways, such as smoking it. The result of this is very different. I think smoking the turkey will have a very different flavor than if I just stir fry it. But with this stir frying technique, it is easy and you can cook a dish very fast. The turkey is probably going to have an excellent flavor with the basic seasoning mix. I'm going to add a little bit of oyster sauce to make the turkey more savory. And this will also retain the natural flavor of the turkey. Next, I add some scallions that I have cut in thin slices. The scallion is way at the end because I want the scallion to be very lightly cooked. So with a quick few stir, now the dish is already done. So I'm going to set it aside because now I'm going to cook the vegetable portion of this dish, and then I'm going to combine them at the end. For the vegetables, I decided I'm going to use some broccoli, which I have already cut up in the refrigerator. So all I have to do is to gather it and put it on the countertop, and now I'm ready to cook them. I'm not going to wash the wok because the flavor will continue and mix together. And I just put a little bit of oil and I add the broccoli right away into the wok because I really do not need to spot season the wok at all since I have just finished cooking the turkey and the wok is already quite hot. Now, the broccoli that I use, that I have cut it into small pieces, and the first thing I do is that I want to make sure I coat the broccoli well with oil, because that's one way for the broccoli to have the Maillard reaction. Coating the broccoli with oil is essential to create flavor in the broccoli. Now, there are a couple ways to cook the broccoli. One way is that you fry the broccoli as long as you would like until it starts to get a little bit tender. Now, in this case, the floret will become tender. However, the stem will remain firm because the oil will not be able to penetrate through the fiber into the stem, and consequently, they will remain to be crispy. Now, the next, I add some king oyster mushroom that I have sliced into thin pieces. And this king oyster mushroom, again, I have it right in my advanced prepping. They have excellent cell life, and they usually can last up to over 2 weeks. Now, there are many different strategies to cook broccoli, and this is one of those strategies. In this strategy, actually, it works out very well. By using a very small amount of oil, what you will find is that the broccoli will start to char lightly. And of course, you need to make sure that you add oil so it does not get burned. But at the same time, you want it to get slightly burned because that charring will give the broccoli excellent flavor. So I continue to stir fry the broccoli to the point where I think the texture is what I like it to be. The next step is that I'm going to steam the broccoli. This will allow me to soften the stem of the broccoli. I'm going to use a squeezed water bottle to add a small amount of water at a time. You want to just add enough water to provide sufficient steam, because if you add too much water, you're going to reduce the temperature in the wok, and in that case, the food is not going to cook in the same way as flavorful, because we all know the Maillard chemical reaction occur above boiling point of water, usually somewhere between 250 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. This method of steaming the vegetables, sometimes also called water-based stir frying, because you use a small amount of water to cool down the temperature in the wok. So in this case, you still have enough steam to soften the texture of the stem of the broccoli, but it's not too much to cause the temperature to drop too low. In this case, you will continue to generate flavor through the Maillard chemical reaction. This is probably my favorite way to cook broccoli because I have the crown of the broccoli, the floret, is nicely soft, but the stem of the floret remains to be crunchy and crispy, and this gives really a wonderful culinary experience when you have the contrast between the crispy part of the stem versus the soft aspect of the crown of the broccoli. So I continue to use the water bottle to add a small amount of water at a time, and it is also a good time for me to clean the wok because some of the things that's burned to the surface of the wok, I can use the wok spatula to scrape them off. And this is the reason why a traditional wok spatula works very, very well. And you can season your broccoli anywhere you want. You can use just salt and pepper or use just my basic seasoning mix. But I decided I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. This will make the broccoli have a nice savory flavor, and this will match well with the chicken. Cooking this dish actually is a lot of fun because I have everything already in advanced prepping. The only thing actually I need to cut up for this dish is some turkey that Brad gave me, but that only takes about 2 or 3 minutes. But I already have the broccoli in the refrigerator as well as the king oyster mushroom. So all I need to do is to gather them from the refrigerator, and I was ready to cook. The total cook time of this dish is very fast. It took only about 2 or 3 minutes to cook the chicken, and it took about 6 or 7 minutes to cook the vegetable. So altogether, I spent about 10 minutes to cook this dish, which contains some really interesting ingredients. And because of my template-based cooking, I was able to cook this dish with a lot of finesse, and I know how to cook the vegetable to match the turkey. And because I'm familiar with cooking the chicken using the same method, and I come to the conclusion the turkey is probably will work very much the same way. So the final step is for me to combine the turkey with the dish, and I just lay the turkey right over the vegetables. Now this dish turned out to be really great. I was surprised how tender as well as moist the turkey breast, and I really enjoy it. And now I have the other half, which I'm going to cook tonight. And the other half, I'm going to cook with mushroom and with some cashew nut. It will be slightly different, but I think it will be very interesting and delicious. So with template-based cooking, you have the ability to create multiple dishes by making simple changes. I enjoy hearing from you and love to answer whatever question that you might have. Please write me an email to this email address. This will allow me to provide you a more complete answer as compared to just make comment in the comment sections of the YouTube video. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine. If you'd like to learn more about this cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.